And the invasion of our southern border continues, with 550 migrants crossing the English Channel in the past 24 hours, pushing the official total of illegal arrivals to over 17,000 for the year. The latest horde comes as a war of word breaks out in Westminster following claims that the EU has rejected Rishi Sunak's plea for a post-Brexit migrant returns deal to ease the small rights crisis. And writing in her latest column for the Daily Express, Widdecombe cut through the noise, arguing that there's no merit in any asylum claim because migrants are coming from a safe country in France. I'm delighted to say Anne joins me now. So, Widdy, why can people not understand this? These folk are coming from France. It is a first world country. They are safe.
It seems to me perfectly straightforward. If you are in need of a place of safety and you arrive in France, then you have found a place of safety. And what genuine asylum seeker who is really fleeing persecution and death and torture and all the things that genuinely make up an asylum claim, why would an asylum seeker doing that then, having arrived in a place of safety, throw himself onto a boat and go to sea, courting enormous danger just in order to reach another place of safety? Makes no sense at all. And the real truth is, of course, that they're not seeking a place of safety. They're seeking an economic opportunity. And I understand why they're doing that, but it doesn't make them eligible for asylum.
What about turn back policies, Anne? Surely that's the only way now. Just turn the boats back.
You talk about turn back policies. I mean, in the latest incident, where lives were lost, the boat was hardly out of Sangatte. I mean, it was in French waters. And what did the French do? Shepherded the boat towards
Keep on going. Keep on going till the British Navy takes over. It's ludicrous.
And Rishi Sunak pays millions of pounds, hundreds of millions of pounds to France for them to do that. He should stop relying on France. Stop creeping to the EU in the hopes that they'll be terribly kind to us, because they are not going to.
That's it.
And sort the darn situation out. That's what he's in government to do. He's the Prime Minister of Great Britain. What is he doing looking to France and the EU to solve his problems?
No, here. OK, Widdy, let's continue your war on woke now. And today, teenagers across the country received their A-level results with over 27% of exams graded A or A star, a slight decrease from last year. But Anne, you think that number is still far too high and that blame lies with the Labour Party?
Well, it certainly does. I mean, it was the Labour Party it was under the Labour Party that grade inflation really took off, fuelled largely by Tony Blair's ludicrous ambition that 50% of the population should go to university. Now, 50% of the population should not go to university, and it's extremely damaging to things like apprenticeships and vocational training when you hold up university as the only, possible option. But of course, in order to achieve that, grades have been inflated. And so I think that the A-level will only be worth anything at all and worthy of respect when only a few people get A stars, because that standard should be so challenging that it is not the norm to reach it. It absolutely isn't. And I'm the very proud great aunt of somebody who's got 3 A stars and is off to Durham to read maths, and I've been exulting all day over it. Particularly this year, when it was predicted that there would be a slight fall in grade inflation. But there needs to be more than a slight fall in grade inflation. We need to have very firm boundaries. You don't get an A unless you've reached a particular percentage. And that percentage should not be modified because nobody else in the country managed to reach it. That's not the point. The point is, here is the yardstick. This is what we go by. And we need to get rid of this awful prescriptive marking whereby you have certain points that you have to make and these get ticked off. And that, heaven spare us, constitutes an answer. I want to go back to the days when students thought for themselves.
Chance would be a fine thing. Widdy, thank you so much. We'll speak next week.